115 countries and 22 international organizations have presented their pavilions at Expo in the capital of Kazakhstan to showcase the essence of future energy, important events, innovative technologies and the greenest projects in the program Astana EXPO 2017.
3 millionth visitor on Expo 2017 is registered. It is a resident of Moscow, Yuri Shurigin. As told by Lucky Man, such big fortune comes for the first time in his life. He has not previously won random lotteries. Yuri confesses that the status of 3 millionth visitor is quite unexpected and exciting. He happened to be on Expo due to work. I am head of the Association of Small and Medium Exporters. We have come from Moscow and brought our own delegation with us. We have another 8 companies coming from Vladimir region as well. That is why we organized here a business program of finding trade partners in Kazakhstan, B2B meetings. According to Moscow resident, at first he visited Pavilion of Uzbekistan, African Plaza and Pavilion of Kazakhstan, Nur Alem. This is very interesting, especially Pavilion of Kazakhstan is extremely beautiful. I was lying and at the same time was watching 3D effects on the first floor. Additionally, I went to the other pavilions of CIS countries. Of course, this is the event on the global scale. We unfortunately do not have such events. I was told yesterday that Russia can host such event in Yekaterinburg. That is why we keep our fingers crossed for it. During the first day of his visit, Yuri didn't have time to visit Russian exhibition. That is why he decided to visit Expo again. The lucky man confesses that he skipped his business meeting in favor of Expo. He's upset that his family couldn't come. His wife as well as his daughter are stayed in Moscow. The head of the family himself has been to Kazakhstan 4 times. According to him, due to his work, he became a real traveler, since he spends about 40 to 50 business meetings abroad annually. Our association is Eurasian, the representative in Armenia. We also have one in Kazakhstan, so local friends invited us and cooked a supper. Here we are in the city center. Here we have summer restaurant. Here we stayed and tasted every dish from Kazakh cuisine. We really enjoyed it, but truthfully, we couldn't eat everything that we ordered. Yuri Shurigin has experienced the hospitality of Kazakh nation again. In honor of memorable event, chair of national company Astana EXPO 2017 has given him souvenirs with symbols of exhibition and a tablet.
Сегодня у нас 3-миллионный посетитель. Мы посмотрели динамику, потому что мы знали, что...
Today we have 3 millionth visitor. We have seen the dynamics because we know the number of people by the end of this week. We knew that by Friday or by Saturday someone will be the winner. However, that attendance is rising. For example, we had been waiting millionth visitor for 31 days, the second one 24 days, but the third one just 21 days. As we were told by representative of International Bureau of Exhibition, by the end of the exhibition, the attendance is rising, and that is exactly what we're witnessing.
Говорили о том, что к концу выставки посещаемость обычно растет, оно у нас и происходит.
According to head of organization committee, judging by interim results of Expo, it can be said that certain results can be drawn.
Прогнозы выполняются, очень хороший мультипликативный эффект, особенно для малого среднего бизнеса.
The forecasts are drawn out. We also have a good multiplicative effect, especially for small and medium business. The number of workers in the sphere has increased, as well as the wages. It is due to this reason that there was an official request to extend the Expo exhibition. Just because the number of hotels has increased, the occupancy rate has increased twofold. The same effect is seen in restaurants.
Ну, примерно то же самое происходит и по ресторанам.
Besides that, the exhibition positively affected tourism in our country. The number of employed people in tourism-related companies has risen. After preventive procedures, some of the objects on Expo will operate again, among them Nur Alem Sphere and Museum of the Future as a center of modern art. The head of national company has also stated that central building of Expo is a tourist site, a rather unique center of attraction. During the hosting of exhibition, it has been visited by more than 1 million of guests. Compared to it, Eiffel Tower is visited around 7 million people annually. Overall, 15% of visitors of the exhibition, as it was expected, are foreigners, who mostly came from bordering countries, including Russia. The cultural program of Expo 2017 is diverse and broad. The organizers took into account most exquisite tastes of the public. During 2 days, the guests of international exhibition had an opportunity to enjoy a rather unique show. That includes black and white silent movie Artist, accompanied by State Academic Symphonic Orchestra. The work of French producer, screenwriter, and actor Michel Hazanavicius that aired worldwide in 2011 has won 5 Golden Oscar statues in following nominations: Best Music, Best Motion Picture, Best Producer, Best Actor, Best Costume Design. This work of art also received the Palme d'Or in Cannes Festival, 7 BAFTA Awards, as well as 3 Golden Globes Awards. The organizers have told about the uniqueness of this event on Expo 2017.
The
leading role in this film belongs to the music. That is, orchestra plays a big role. And our Almaty State Symphonic Orchestra plays the soundtrack live, and composer himself, who has won Oscar for this soundtrack in this film, is sitting and playing own music accompanied by our orchestra. The film in light comic form reveals love of 2 artists during rise of Hollywood cinematography during 20s and 30s, and challenges that they faced. Live sound of astounding music in the Hall of Energy stir up a storm of emotions from the audience. Ludovic Burs, a composer who was playing on the piano, told why.
Best way, the best place for the people to see the movie in a very fantastic good condition, because it's totally unusual that the TV or the screen, because we have 100 of musicians on stage with the entire big screen, and the show is very attractive, and people are so crazy at the end of the show.
According to organizers of Film Concert, the idea to show unique performance on Expo 2017 belongs to organizing committee of the exhibition. The future energy topic is portrayed better due to energetic performance of orchestra that made unique atmosphere. The creators of the show have shown their presentation of the concert almost in the whole world.
The atmosphere of the show to keep the energy of the people, you know, because in this movie there is no violence, only love and romanticism, and it's a gift for everybody at the end of the screen. So everybody feel very relaxed or with good emotional way inside. So it's very powerful, and it is a message where the movie sent to the people who come to hear. So the atmosphere is very unique each time we played with the orchestra and with the screen.
The uniqueness of this show lies in separate energy of each participant of virtuoso performance. Either it is charming artists of fiction movie or virtuoso musicians of the orchestra.
We had only 4 rehearsals, 4 days, and that's normal, because these professional musicians, they have to be able to play everything on the first moment without mistakes. That's why you can be in this orchestra. And that is why you are professional orchestra, professional musicians. So from the first rehearsal on, I only tell them how to play, not to try the notes or what, and how to make the music and how to give the energy. And the fantastic thing of this is that we have the composer also. He's also the piano soloist. So it's not happening so often that you can ask the composer how to play, because he is here.
However, according to organizers, the orchestra started to prepare long before the meeting with the director. The rehearsals had been passed in Almaty, and then later, several days prior to the beginning of the show, all participants of the performance met on the stage of Hall of Energy. Film Concert Artist, due to a unique format that is supposed to show film accompanied by orchestra all the time, is considered to be a real phenomenon not only in French but also in world cinematography. The author of Oscar-deserving composition, that is his main soundtrack, reminiscence how he worked with the project.
I started without image, without movie, because we didn't have so much time for this project. Nobody expecting the success in our century to expecting a success with a black and white movie in silence. So nobody don't care, in fact. So so for me, I composed before only with the script, you know, the script. So I read a lot of time the script to keep the emotional, imagine the faces or the interaction inside my head, and I have more liberty after that to compose what I have inside my head. So for me, I have more possibilities to express.
According to the director, he was inspired by a love story that is portrayed in film. Right now, Maestro is busy in several international projects, for which his energy comes from impressions working on current concerts. Kazakhstani public received Oscar-deserving show Very Stormy. The tickets for this event were completely sold out. Unfortunately, we could host only 2 performances with this film concert. Of course, we would like to host it in other cities as well. But we have already started in Astana, and we still hope this film concert will appear in other places. The peak of cultural, entertaining program of Expo promises to be a closing ceremony of Expo 2017.
Дамы и господа, встречайте в красный угол ринга из Казахстана Фируза Шарипова.
The evening of professional boxing took place yesterday on Expo site in Astana. The most expected fight became a sparring in lightweight of Kazakhstani boxer Firuza Sharipova with Bulgarian one Milena Koleva. The fight lasted all 10 rounds and was won by Sharipova. The sportswoman shared with her own impressions and plans.
Прошло все так нелегко, но очень.
It was not easy, but everything ended in our favor. I'm very glad that it ended this way. The evening of boxing went well. The further plans to do boxing for next titles, unite titles, win, and to glorify our great country, Kazakhstan.
Титулы, объединять титулы, выигрывать, прославлять нашу замечательную страну, Казахстан.
As it should be in all fights, during the first round, girls tried to check each other. Later on, Kazakhstani stated to actively attack, which led her to the victory, according to WIBA and WBU. Firuza, the first female from Kazakhstan who won champion title in female professional boxing.
По-моему, все у нас хорошо получилось. Я думаю, что многим понравилось. Вы сами все видели. И шоу было.
To me, we had great results. I think many people also enjoyed it. The show was good and was decorated well. And the fight between Firuza and Milena was shown pretty well. During all 10 rounds, they showed graceful boxing. Each one was dangerous to other on all distances. Simply put, there was no ragdoll diet. The fight was useful for Firuza, not only in terms of victory of 2 titles, but also in terms of experience. Firuza has never boxed during all 10 rounds and has never encountered experienced fighters. Milena is also great, persistent, and experienced.
Ни разу Фируза не боксировала все 10 раундов. Ни разу не боксировала против такой опытной соперницы. Milena тоже молодец, стойкая.
According to manager Firuza, the former enemies became friends.
Очень теплые отношения друг к другу, несмотря на то, что они на протяжении.
Despite the long 10-round fight between the two, they bonded rather well. I see warm relations and sympathy between those two. In the future, we will for sure invite Milena to the training camp for the next fights. Today we had a conversation with Milena.
Подготовки в следующем боях для спарринговой работы. Сегодня мы это проговорили с Миленой.
The representative of newly made world champion confessed that Firuza will rest to gain strength. After that, she will have a fight with boxing champion from Belgium or Russian one, Svetlana Kulakova. There are even plans for hosting this event in Astana, Almaty, or homeland of Firuza, Taraz. On press conference, Dedicated to her victory, champion told that she got into boxing by accident. One day she turned up in the sports hall, retracted, and now all her goals of ambitious girls are linked with anticipation of new victories.